this list?
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, y'all? As you guys already know, things have been getting crazier. What's up, y'all? Things have been absolutely nuts out here in these Hollywood streets, all revolving around the diddler. Yes, we could basically call him that because now there's been over 100 people. Now they're saying 120 individuals, victims, speaking out and filing individual lawsuits against the diddler, Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, just so you guys know. But now, at this scathing, mind-blowing bombshell of a press conference that was held by Tony Buzbee, a Houston lawyer, he drops even more information. Not only just how young these individuals were, that some of these individuals were, how many people were there, the demographics, etc. He also says that there were enablers and other people that were there that also did these crimes on these individuals as well. Yes, guys, celebrities, Hollywood elite, possible politicians, household names, people who we have been basically saying, oh, I like him. I'm going to buy that tube of Crest because he says buy it. All those crazy things. Oh, I'm going to buy his sneakers. I'm going to buy his clothes, her clothes, so on and so forth. All those people are allegedly about to be on a list that is going to be exposed here very, very soon. In fact, during the press conference, they said within the next 30 days, we're about to hear some people's names, y'all. This is the moment where you hear the dun, dun, dun. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely crazy, guys. And it's just getting started. He is just getting warmed up. Also, let's not forget the other people that are seeing this, other victims that are seeing this and saying, hey, 120 people are stepping forward. Maybe it's time for me to step forward too. I'm hoping this incentivizes, this emboldens, this gives other victims that have been hiding in the dark some strength to step forward and speak out. But let's get into this. I'm here for it all day long, guys. If we're here for justice, we're here for truth, and we're here to unearth the dark underbelly of Hollywood or the elite, then so be it. Let's get into this, right? Now, it says Diddy's list of accomplices, okay, which is wild, all right, will be revealed in new lawsuits. And from what I understand, and of course the lawyer also said, Tony Buzbee said, these names will shock you. But what he also said here, there was two different things he said. Not only did he say like, this will shock you, but if I'm correct, he said that, hey, some of these accomplices, some of these other people that did these crimes may be getting filed, may be getting their own independent lawsuits from these victims as well. You know, if any of these names, I'm not going to name any names in this, but if any names happen to be in the room or in the area or facilitated the space, okay, because there's apparently crimes that were committed in celebrities' homes by Diddy in celebrities' homes. If these things are 110% true, and if this person was an accomplice, they could be looking at their own lawsuit as well. So a lot of these individuals are going to be hit hard here in just a little bit. But one thing I want to point out, Tony did say this, and I wanted to pull up my notebook because I thought this line was bars in my personal opinion. But he said this during the press conference. He said, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance. Man, I mean, I was like, I wanted to stand up and Hercules, you know what I mean? Hercules. I was like, yeah, right? But again, he's saying that these names are people that you know. And he says these names will shock you, okay, as we continue into this article. Okay, and he said this, of course, in this press conference on behalf, and he's speaking on behalf of 120 victims, 60 men, 60 women, 50-50, y'all, straight down the middle. And from what I understand, a good portion of these individuals, and I need to blow up my face here really quick, a good portion of these individuals, almost more than half of these individuals, have filed police reports. Yes, they're even claiming that they have gone to the police. Over 50+% of these individuals have made police reports in the past. And then what happened? Not a damn thing, guys, which is also absolutely crazy. This Diddy train, wow, okay? He says here, the day will come where we will name names other than Sean Combs. And there's a lot of names. And I'm kind of curious about how many names are there and who they be. Who they be, baby. Because, oh my word, everybody in Hollywood, it seems like, has a lot of splaining to do. But let's continue on, shall we? Says it's a long list already, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that, which I appreciate. Instead of just shooting straight from the hip, making wild allegations, etc., he's doing a lawyer. He's being the lawyer like he's supposed to be, making sure everything's legit. And of course, I understand there's going to be people that are going to, fabricate things. There's going to be people that are going to lie just so they can grab a bag for their own financial gain and all that. It's the law firm's responsibility to do their due diligence and make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, these people are telling the truth. And of course, I'm sure they're making sure every person is properly vetted, every case is properly vetted before they proceed forward. But again, still 120 plus people. And you got to understand also that they now have turned, there was a hotline number that now has basically turned into a Diddy hotline. There are thousands of people that are calling this number now and talking about their own horrid experiences with the diddler. Crazy, guys. But Buzbee stated that he plans to file lawsuits in several states over the next 30 days and pledged to reveal the names at a later date. Let me just say this really quick. And I did say this on a live on my main channel, but I do need to make this abundantly clear. This man needs to be protected at all costs. Every single lawyer that's a part of this whole crazy, wild, large amount of lawsuits, every single last one of them in that law firm need to be protected. They need like security detail out the wazoo, because you don't think that these other Hollywood elites, these other Hollywood celebs aren't trying to silence this dude for the information he may have in his possession right now? Just something to think about. And there's a lot of high-powered, very powerful individuals out here that will do anything to not get their truth exposed. So protect them at all costs, okay? He confirmed that half the plaintiffs are male and that most of the alleged got to use these code words, took place in New York, California, Georgia, and Florida. I mean, obviously all the places, okay? Let's not forget that. New York, LA, Atlanta, Georgia, and Miami. All right. And of course, his Star Island, his mansion in Star Island. And you also got to remember, he was also still committing crimes up until July, allegedly, of this year. Just a few months ago. Not that long ago, guys. He was also doing that as well. So sure, there's going to be people that are talking, right? The complaints date back to 1991, with the youngest alleged victim just 9 years old. Although 25 accusers say they were minors, littles, at that time. Now, we already talked about all this stuff, okay, on the main channel, but I did want to bring up this information because, of course, for those of you guys who haven't subscribed to the main channel, make sure you go to the Pascal Show, subscribe to the main channel. But I did want to bring this piece up to you guys and talk about this a little bit, because if you really think about it, that means that there are a lot of people, a lot of Hollywood elite that are absolutely dirty, that are absolutely bad out here, that allowed these things to happen. They say not only were they enablers, they could be people who actually got involved in these crimes. But let's not forget that part. That's very disturbing. But what's even more disturbing as well, or just as disturbing, is that you have people that were in these rooms, saw these crimes happen, and they turned a blind eye and just let Diddy diddle about. That makes no sense to me. Instead of calling 911, stepping forward, shoving him away from people, so on and so forth. No protection whatsoever. They saw this and they kept proceeding on with the party. There's another piece I do want to say in here that I have in the notes that I want to share that I thought was very disturbing and scary as well. And this is happening to every single person that's invited to these freak-offs, to these after parties, especially with any of these people. And there's a lot of unbelievable stories that are being said, okay, by these victims. But one of the things that Tony said was, if you refused to drink what was handed to you, you'd be kicked out of the party. Now imagine being that person, that music hopeful, that artist that's going, I'm going to get my family out the hood. Or, yeah, I'm finally going to get, the dream to come true. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm just two feet away from millionaires, right? I'm inches away from one of the most powerful individuals in the world, right? In the industry. Oh my gosh. And then they go, hey, drink this, man. And you're like, no, I'm not going to drink that. Well, then there's the door. That's pretty scary stuff. And what do you think people are going to do? Oh, well, okay, I guess I drink it. Because there's the desperation, there's that quiet need for success. And you're so close you could taste it, right? So imagine that, a lot of these people being plied with a certain drink and then waking up after a crime that has been committed on them or to them. That's absolutely crazy. But I still am kind of curious about who is the person. Who is this? Or who are the people? I'm sorry. Who are the people that are on this list? And I already know the comments are probably firing off down below with your theories and whatnot, but I am very curious. Who could it be, or who could they be? Okay. And they say the names will shock you. I'll say, hey, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. But again, this is going to turn Hollywood upside down when these names get dropped. Okay. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Who do you think could be on this list? Now, I know that we already have some staple names that have been rotating, but you never know. It could be people you didn't even think would be at these parties. Anything's possible, okay? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button if you're watching on other platforms. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.